California, the site for today's game.
We got a crossover conference game about to kick off here. Any thoughts before kickoff, Phil?
Well, these two teams don't know each other very well. So when you don't know the other team real well, you know what happens? You get surprised. A lot of big plays. This will be fun to watch. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Murray's hit and brought down. Ends up picking up about 2. Here's our look at the Eagles offense. A model of efficiency a week ago without a single giveaway. The pass play picks up only 2. So now it's 2nd down and 8 following the completion. Murray's handed the football.
Murray's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
It's 1st down as they head to the line. Here's the handoff. That picks up 11.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
The Raiders defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. First down at the 45. It's caught by Jerron Brown. And now here's the Raiders defense. They know they need to force turnovers today, coming off a game in which they had no takeaways. The pass play was good for 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. Double tight end formation. DeMarco Murray gets the handoff. Taken down at the 45.
It's always a chess match early in the game to see what your opponent is going to do. Good run that time by the offense. They pick up good yards. Maybe the defense will have to start crowding the line of scrimmage more.
The Eagles now facing 3rd down. A week ago, they were up to the challenge in these spots. The Eagles will take the snap from the 45. Murray looking out wide. Setting up now at the 45.
When you see linebackers like this shifting, they're trying to confuse the quarterback.
That brings the play to an end.
I love seeing the post route against defenses that are up there being aggressive, trying to stop the run. You go down the field. How about that? Stick that foot into the ground, make that break at 10 yards, and run right down the middle of the field on that post route.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down.
They're changing things here. The quarterback he's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Touchdown, marching right down the field for an opening score.
What a throw by the quarterback for a touchdown. It was just really nice. He threw it beautifully, right on target. Touchdown.
The Eagles getting set to kick it away. And he'll start his return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Raiders come out with a split backfield. Carr's going to take it from the gun. The reception by Lacy. Able to take the football out to the 28-yard line. And now a look at the Raiders offense. They will be expecting far greater efficiency today. A week ago, they turned it over on 3 occasions. That pass play picked up only 4. 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Here we go. Wide and yank. Wide and yank.
Carr's back in shotgun formation. And that'll probably go as a drop. Here's how the Eagles defense. This is a ball-hawking unit that a week ago came up with 4 takeaways. The Raiders with a 3rd down play coming up and hoping to improve in this category versus a week ago. 3rd down and 6. Set up screen to Lacy. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down. This defense is unbending on 3rd down at the start of this game, Phil.
Yeah, Jim, they've been good on the defensive side. I can't say much for the offense that's going against them, though. No imagination, just running ordinary plays. They deserve to be stopped.
Fields it cleanly and starts his return. And they bring him down at the 33-yard line.
You got to be tough and aggressive as a punt returner in this league. Had time, what a good job. Catch it, get right up the field. Nice yardage.
The Eagles coming back onto the field on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it.
Listen, momentum is on their side. When you have that going for you, keep the defense guessing at what you're going to do. So I think it's very important to stay aggressive in this situation.
Back with the sack.
Every defense is looking for somebody to hit the quarterback, and the best person to do it is the defensive end. What a good job that time by him.
Loss of 5 on the play. Coming up, 2nd down. To the ground. Murray looking out wide. Third down. They'll go shotgun here. And Matthews is going to pull in the bullet pass. At the 31. Here we go. This play set up by the long gainer. From the shotgun. Brown's got the catch and the first.
This is a route that's not run enough in the NFL, the corner route. So many times Receivers just go across the field, they go short. But when you make these double moves like that, you get wide open, and what a throw by the quarterback.
The offense coming to the line inside the opponent's 20. The Raiders lined up in the nickel.
Let's go.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Surveys. Touchdown, Philadelphia Eagles. Late in the first quarter, and they're stretching their lead out. It looks like they have it in their minds to put this game away early.
Well, that's what they're trying to do, isn't it? They just want to get it over with early, just put all doubt, just remove all doubt, I should say, from the opponents that you're in for a rough day, and you might as well just give up.
The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. They're setting up the return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24.
The Raiders weren't able to get anything out of their last drive and were forced to punt as they take the field here. Do you think they are going to vary their approach, Phil?
Well, I hope so. I think they will. They got a lot of information out there in that short drive, Jim, and you do that by showing different formations of plays. You saw how the defense reacted to it. Now you counter-react and see if you can get some positive plays.
I'm sure they're tired of being in the 3-and-out business.
It's a bad business to be in. I know. I get in a lot of bad businesses.
And Cooper is able to get hold of it.
The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field is show some courage. Don't worry about what's in front of you. The quarterback will take care of that.
First down here after the completion. Wide to the left. Carr's tackled down at the 43.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Second and 4 coming up. The Raiders still driving as the second quarter gets underway. That's second down coming up.
Zebra! Zebra! Here we go! Hold on, baby! Alert! Alert! You ready? Wide and yank! Wide and yank!
And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Bo had it, but couldn't hold on as this goes incomplete.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position, nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, 3rd and 4 coming up. The Raiders will line up. First down markers right at the 47-yard line. A near interception that time by Webster.
That was a good call by the defensive coordinator. He called the right defensive play. The defender's in position and knocks down that third down throw.
Up only a yard.
Well, returning punts is a tough job, and it's about judgment. That time, that was poor judgment by the return man. Should have just had a fair catch and never tried to return that.
Murray, the lone setback this time. Two tight ends on the field here. First down at the 20. A nice grab. He's in the clear. The 30, the 20, the 10,
all the way home and all alone. Touchdown. Another touchdown early in the second quarter. And, Phil, we met with this team and the coaches. Did you have any idea they were going to come out with this kind of start?
No, I didn't, Jim. They're doing a terrific job on the offensive side and scoring those points. I love what they're doing on the defensive side. Hey, when it's not working, you know what you do? You change game plans. That's what I want to see from the defense.
The Raiders bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good filling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays.
Offense going to stop the game here with a timeout. Takes the knee. Second down and 12. It's the old counter play. Lacey takes the hit and is brought down.
When you talk about counter runs, what we just saw that time, the defense thinks the play's going one way, then a pulling guard or tackle comes around and catches a defensive lineman off guard and makes a good block.
The Raiders from the 27. And it's batted down.
What a job by the defender that time, reading the quarterback and the receiver and being in position to knock that football away. That is really well played. That's a clinic. Put that on the highlight film and show guys how to do it.
That return's good for about 12. The Eagles bring their offense back onto the field. Touchdown drive the last time they had it as they attacked that secondary.
They sure did. They threw the football well on that last drive. And now I would think as an offensive coordinator, they're thinking pass on the defensive side. Switch it up. And I think you can catch them with some good runs here.
First down coming up.
Let's go.
Handoff made. Murray looking for space. Lewis is going to make the tackle.
Murray's able to show everybody why he should get the football more. Good job that time, finding his way and picking up a first down.
Breaking huddle at the 13. Offense lining up here after picking up more than 30 on the previous play. He runs with it right up the gut. Coming up to the line at the 11.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Second and 8. Scrambling now. Eagles in for the score. That's his 5th receiving touchdown this year. The Eagles for the extra point. Inside of the uprights. The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. Butler's not going to test the coverage this time as he takes a knee. The Raiders offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can move the chains this time, because the last possession was ugly. They weren't out there very long.
Well, Jim, you know how I think in situations like this, I think it's more up to the coach than the players. Call a play that really catches the defense off guard so you can get an easy gain and get the momentum on your side and get it rolling.
First down at the 20. Makes the catch, but didn't get the feet down. Incomplete. That leads us to second down.
Jim, look at that. The defensive line now shifting to the right.
Graham's the one who made the big stop.
Sometimes on 3rd and long from the defensive side, I like the fact that you can blitz. Send more guys than they can block. Make the quarterback throw the football quickly and short. Then it's all up to coming up and making the tackle.
You ready? Hold on, baby. Hold on, baby. Alert. Alert. Zebra. Zebra. Hold on, baby. Hold on, baby. Alert. Hold on, baby. Alert. Alert.
Carr's got it in the gun. And it's swatted away.
The Raiders really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's 3rd and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
This punt will be returned. The Eagles offense coming back onto the field. It was a good drive for them last time they had it, all the way down to the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, you know, in this game, Jim, it's all about momentum. And when you feel you got the momentum on your side, you got to take advantage of it. So now I think it's up to the offensive coordinator to call the right plays.
Murray's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. Trying to find an opening to the right.
Murray's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
First and 10. Gets the handle here for a gain of about 5.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
In the red zone. The Eagles in the pistol formation. Second down and 5. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
First down here.
Let's go. Red 30 up. Red 30 up. Let's go.
And a flag comes out. Players for both sides made an appeal, but the referees say it's on the defense. Breaking huddle at the 6.
Jim, look at that. The defensive line all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
DJ Hayden is there and picks it off. Tackles made.
You got to stay aggressive on the defensive side. That time the defense did. Even though the offense was going in to score, they come up with the big play, and they get the interception inside their own 20-yard line.
Backs to the wall for the offense. The Raiders line up, split backfield.
When linebackers move around like this, you know what it means? Nothing. Confuses no one.
Hold on, baby. Hold on, baby. Alert. You ready?
Takes it from the gun. Could have been intercepted. Second and 10. Toss play to Lacy. Still on his feet.
Well, you can't knock them all down, and sometimes the running back has just got to break a tackle. Good job that time.
Third and 2 here after the run. Press coverage all the way. Lacy, a solo back set. Handoff. Lacy, right side. That picks up 7.
Lacy is able to get it done that time. Why? Because he has the power and the will to make it happen. Third and short, he just gets it done with sheer willpower.
2-minute warning. Carr comes out in the pistol.
All right, here we go.
The Raiders from the 22. Slashes to the left side. Playing press coverage to the outside. The Raiders take it from the 23. Down the field. Cooper's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. That's reception number 2 for him. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. That's a ball that should have been caught.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
Coming to the line at the 44.
On, baby. Alert. Alert.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends.
We ready? Zebra.
When you see linebackers moving like this, they're trying to confuse the offensive line.
Alert. Zebra. Zebra.
Lacy, a solo back set.
Zebra. All right, here we go. Zebra. 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 We ready? Zebra. 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 Zebra.
Lacy lines up in the backfield. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. The Raiders need to get to the 34 for a first down. They're down and 10. Intercepted. The intermission is right around the corner, and they continue to smother the opposition.
Hey, they want to go in at halftime, Jim, with a big 0 on the board for the other team. They deserve it. This is a tough defense that plays hard, and they have been whipping some tail out here in the first half.
Murray's in the backfield. Single back set. The Eagles have it at the 39. Looking to go deep. And it's incomplete.
Deep passes in the NFL, they always serve a purpose. You're not always going to get the completion, but at least it gets the defense thinking that you will try some long throws down the field.
Let's go.
Second down and 10. Makes the catch in the open field.
Good job that time by the ball carrier, picking up what he can, and he is very smart. Gets out of bounds and stop the clock.
The football rests at the 44.
Get ready.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Airing it out. DJ Hayden is there and picks it off. There's a flag out. And the illegal block in the back is going to move this team back.
Yeah, you know, Jim, the rule of thumb here is if you can read the name on the back of the jersey, don't block it. The D-lines, they're seeing something on the offensive side. Everybody's shifting to their left.
Hey, we go around the zebra. 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 Here we go. Hold on, baby. Alert. Alert. Zebra. Zebra.
Now 1st and 10. He's wide open for the grab. The Raiders decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only one. First down here.
Not a good job by the quarterback that time. Inside of 2 minutes in the first half, you got to get rid of the football. If nobody's open, just throw it away. That time, he loses yards by taking the sack.
Snapping out of the gun. Looking long.
Well, every coordinator in the NFL has a box over there somewhere in that play sheet for 3rd and long when he wants to try to pick the play up for the first down with a throw down the field. It can be seams, double moves, but they have 4 or 5 of those types of plays to pick up 3rd and long situations.
The pass play fails to work, and now it's 3rd down. The Raiders are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. The field, but it falls incomplete. I think you have to hand it to the front 7, Phil, whether it's the schemes, the calls they're making at the line of scrimmage, whatever. They played an almost flawless first half of football.
They sure did, and when you talk about defense, it always comes down to the front 7. They got to stop the run, and can they pressure the passer? If you do those 2 things, those defensive backs, trust me, they're going to play well, and it's been an outstanding effort by the defense so far.
Defense respecting the deep ball, playing way off the receivers. From the shotgun. Scanning the field. But it's incomplete. The first half comes to an end, and this one seems to be already decided. We're watching complete domination play out. Larry is coming up next with the highlights. Butler's going to start his return. The tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Raiders talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise, They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
The Eagles defense now is going to go nickel. Set up screen to Lacy. Jenkins is able to read that play and make the hit.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
The Raiders from the 22. Running room. And he'll step out of bounds.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
Looks like they're in press coverage here.
Oh, look at that. The defensive line shifted over to the left.
First down and 10.
Middle of the field and incomplete this time.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
Failing to complete that one. So second down here.
Amari Cooper has the catch.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
Carr's completion percentage, 40% on the day. First and 10.
Gets it out for the completion.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
The pass play picks up only 2. So now it's second down and 8 following the completion.
Look at the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
The Raiders come out. Jumbo package on the field. The Raiders have it at the 34. Lacy, right side.
Third down on the way.
Lacy lines up in the backfield. Deep down the field to Bo.
He'll try this one from 51. An empty possession for the offense.
Well, it was a long field goal attempt, but this time they're unable to come up with any points at all.
Yeah, and when you get in situations like this, everything has to be perfect. The snap, the hold, and the kick, and it wasn't, and that's why they missed the field goal.
Let's go.
The Eagles snap it at the 41. They are all over them behind the line of scrimmage, and a loss of 1. The Eagles will approach this play from out of the pistol.
And the give now to DeMarco Murray. Going to take it the distance. The 10, and in for the touchdown.
To me, still one of the most exciting plays in NFL football. A long running play for a touchdown. And how about that one? It had it all in its speed. Good moves, good blocks. Exciting touchdown.
The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. He'll have a chance to take off.
And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return. The Eagles with a nickel look here on defense.
Intercepted.
How about a shutout midway through the third quarter, Phil, and another takeaway off the interception.
I can't say this has caught me off guard because, look, this defense is outstanding, and we know this offense, well, they're just not very good. So they're having no success, and it's been an awesome job so far by the defense.
First down at the 47. Into the open.
And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
Anytime you see a long run for a touchdown, what you got to look for is blocking downfield. Nice job by the wide receivers and everybody hustling, making a block, and a long touchdown run.
The Eagles are ready to kick it away. He's got a chance to return this one.
And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30.
The Raiders offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
The Raiders have it at the 29. To the outside, Lacy.
And it'll be second down and 6 after the running play on first down.
Lacy, a solo back set.
Smith's all over that offense and brings him down.
Carr's trying to read this option play. Does he keep the football or pitch it? He keeps it. Boy, wrong decision. And the defense all over him as they tackle him behind the line of scrimmage.
This is third down.
Picked off that time. Phil, this team has been menaced all game long on third down. They cannot figure out a way to pick up a first.
Well, listen, I can't figure out what menaced means. I got to start bringing a dictionary with me to the games I'm doing with you. You throw out all these big words, but if you mean they've been bad, then I agree.
The fake is on, and they're looking to pick up the first. And here's a pass incomplete.
Well, anytime you run a fake punt and you let somebody throw the football besides the quarterback, even though the play is there and everybody's wide open, you still have a chance of not making it work. Why? Because the guy throwing it is not an NFL quarterback.
The Eagles lined up in the pistol. First down at the 30. Murray picks up 8 here.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
the 22-yard line. Here they come.
Second down and 2. They'll run it here. Lewis in on the tackle.
This is an awesome job by the head coach, the offensive coordinator, and the offense. Just keep picking up those first downs. You got a big lead here in the second half. Keep that clock running. This offense has been moving the football all day long. Once again in the red zone, they have a big lead. What will they do? I think they'll just try to run it in from here.
And straight ahead, Murray. Tackle made by Smith that time.
The Eagles know once they get inside the 20-yard line, you have to be able to run the football also. It can't be pass, pass, pass all the time. The offensive line comes through. Good, solid run that time. Look at the signals. The D-line is all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
DeMarco Murray gets the handoff. And Williams is there to make the stop.
I guess you'd say he's like a quarterback. You can't complete them all. And this running back, he can't make every run spectacular. Nowhere to go, so only gets a couple yards this time.
Third down now.
When you see linebackers moving around like this, that means they're probably going to blitz.
Murray's going to take the handoff now. Force it across for the touchdown. This game is really out of hand now. Still just the third quarter, but I think we're close to being able to put this one in the books.
Oh, yeah. Get that OW column and put a slash underneath it because they have won the game, and they deserve to win, Jim, with their enthusiasm, the emotion they have shown, and playing such solid football.
Takes off from the 5. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line.
The Raiders take the field here. Their last possession ended with a very crazy decision going for it on fourth down from their own territory. An unusual decision, to say the least.
I don't know if it's unusual. We see this all the time from this guy. So it's when you're going to learn. You know, I guess when you pile up enough losses, you finally say, hey, I want to win a game. I'm going to manage it differently. And in those situations, you should punt.
Okay, if you were playing the game right now, what would you have done with that last possession?
I absolutely would have punted it without question.
Second down and 5.
Pulls it in.
And that'll gain just a few yards. Quickly to the line. Third down and 2. They have struggled on third down, but not on that occasion.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Set up now at the 36.
Here's the first snap after the big play. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Cooper's got it on a pass, had some heat on it.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do is just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there. Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
The give. And gains maybe 4. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Breaking huddle at the 15-yard line.
The Raiders are at the line of scrimmage with their backfield loaded up. He's drilled as he throws.
The offense needs 6 yards here on 3rd down after that incompletion. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Red 18. Red 18.
Knocked down as he fires it. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 6.
All right, here we go.
Carr's going to take the snap from the shotgun. It's intercepted.
A foot race to the end zone. The 10 in stride, and he's home for the touchdown.
You got to love that from your defense. They take a chance. They get the interception. Not only do they do that, they return it a long way for the touchdown.
The Raiders ready to return the kickoff.
And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20.
The Raiders are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
1st down at the 20. They'll go ground. Ball's loose. The defense has the football.
Boy, there's going to be some brutal film sessions with this team this week when they look back at all these mistakes, including this fumble in the 4th.
Yeah, you know, listen, that is so true. The film sessions in the NFL, they're the worst when you lose a football game. Go in there Monday and watch your mistakes over and over. This film session might last a day with this team.
Second down here. The Eagles, pistol set here. They'll go ground. Breaks the long one for the touchdown.
And that just adds to what was already going to be a lopsided victory.
Well, you and I have done a few lopsided wins, but this one will be right at the top of the list. And right from the very start, you know, we heard it from the coaches. They had a lot of confidence in their team today. And, boy, their team came out. They were sharp, and they got it done.
It'll be a touchback.
The Raiders offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Carr's pass will go for an incompletion this time.
This is frustrating for a coach. You call a play, you get the receiver down the field on a corner route, and your quarterback cannot put it on the target.
2nd and 10.
Reese has got it on the handoff.
Tackled down at the 28-yard line. They're going to the hurry up. Back to the line.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
And it's knocked down. Yet another drive here, Phil, that's going to end up with nothing. And maybe you start to worry about things getting a little chippy because that is one frustrated offensive unit you're looking at right now coming off the field.
No, they won't get chippy, Jim. They're not tough enough to get chippy and start a little fight with the other team. They've shown all day long they're scared of the opposition. They've played terrible, and that's why they're losing.
The Raiders take it from the 28. Handoff out of the eye. Early in the 4th, and this offense has to be hoping somehow this game will mercifully come to an early end.
Yeah, it was a rough day on the offensive side, Jim. They just got manhandled. They couldn't block them. They couldn't get open. The quarterback was off target. nothing went right today for the offense.
First down at the 29. Murray has it out of the eye. It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. The Eagles will come out in the pistol. Here's the handoff. They're going to run it right. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains. He's now past the 100-yard mark on the day.
Well, Jim, what a day for this offense. You know, they're blowing the team out, and here they are once again in the red zone. Hey, listen, if I was them, I'd go ahead and try to punch it in one more time.
3rd and 1. Murray's going to secure the handoff. Back that time, in on the tackle.
I think the coach on the sidelines, he's going to be happy with every first down because he knows that's more time off the clock. When you're up like this, multiple scores in the second half, every first down just puts the odds in your favor of winning this game.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. The Eagles will go with the pistol on this play. To the ground. Ellis is all over the ball carrier.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Second down coming up. An extra tight end on the field for this one. Handoff made. And it's Curtis Lofton who makes the play.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
Now looking at 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's 3rd down coming up. They want to keep feeding him the football. Gains 12.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone, but there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold them.
The Eagles seem to have found a rhythm these last couple of weeks. Dominant a week ago, dominant today.
Yeah, their confidence level is high, and I'll tell you this, Jim, these players believe in one another, and it shows on the field. Look at those linebackers shifting around, trying to confuse the quarterback.
Stepping up to the line at the 4-yard line.
Get ready.
2nd and goal from the 4. Well, Phil, I enjoyed watching the game with you, and how about a final thought about that victory?
Well, you know, Jim, I wish I could say the same, that I enjoyed spending these last 3 hours with you, but that's just not the case. But, no, just kidding, of course. Nice win. They got to feel good about what they've done and celebrate a little tonight.
I think I'll see you next week, maybe. For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long.